This video will explain what I have learnt from my audience feedback. The purpose and importance of feedback is to create a trailer, a magazine cover and poster which will meet our audience's expectations and desires so that we can take that into account and create a successful piece. Determining our primary and secondary audiences. When determining our primary target audience, our group looked at inspirational trailers such as Copycat, which was seen to have a majority viewing from males aged 30 to 44, also seen in our other inspirational trailer of Single White Female. From this we discussed that we thought our trailer would be more targeted at women due to our stereotypically female-based subject of literature, and we also decided that due to Copycat having more violence in it, we thought that that would appeal more to men, which our trailer would not have. Then looking at age, we thought that initially that our target audience would be aged 25 to 35, due to women having an interest in literature, but thought that this should be put up due to previous education which our audience would have been in. Ethnicity, we agreed with the profile for Copycat that our film would not be a blockbuster and would be more gritty, so would target more UK viewers. We also discussed that our target audience would have had a degree in English literature and would enjoy reading. From this, we then created a target audience profile where we used Bitstrip to create a character and set out our main points of what our primary audience would look like. Then determining our secondary target audience, we decided that they would be female English literature students, as this would be easier for us to ask and get feedback from due to our limited ability to ask people of our primary target audience, and that these were near to that as they were both female and would be studying English literature also. Research carried out for our trailer. If we start with initial research, we used a survey as we found that this was the best way to collect a lot of data at once and to analyse it using bar graphs and charts to see patterns in our results. For our initial research, our group carried out a survey using SurveyMonkey, where we would ask our target audience what kind of thrillers they liked and what they expected from thrillers, just to see where we would take our thriller trailer ourselves. We then collected the data from the individuals and put it all together to analyse it collectively. All of this information into account to ensure that we meet our audience's expectations of a thriller trailer. Then proposing our concept to individuals. What do you think of the storyline?
I think it's good. I think it's one of those types of storylines where it can either go really well or really badly depending on how it's executed.
So would you watch it?
Probably yes, I'll give it a chance.
And was the narrative clear?
Yes.
What do you think of it?
I think it's interesting, but it's not my kind of film.
Why not?
Because it's about a murderer and I don't like that kind of thing. Yeah.
But is the narrative clear?
Yeah, but it's clear.
I think it's a great idea for a movie. I'd be interested in watching it. I think it's the type of movie I'd watch. I love the storyline. I think it's really interesting. I'd like to see where it goes.
From that, we would take inspiration to develop our storyline and to target it more specifically to our audience. Then looking at interim research, we had spoken feedback from individuals who looked at our first cut of our trailer and gave us feedback on that.
Okay, so what did you think the narrative was about? I think it's about a woman, and she's an author, and then someone's like reading her books, and whatever's happening in her books is happening in real life. Someone's like recreating her books in real life, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, what shots did you like?
When you were the news reporter and you were telling the thing, I thought that worked really well.
What else did you like?
I liked the music that you guys used. I think it fit in really well with the storyline.
Okay, so that made it easier to understand the.
Yeah.
And did it kind of build suspense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you understand the narrative? Mostly, yes, up until the montage scene where I started to get a bit confused. So far, what I've got from watching your film trailer is that it was based on a girl's book and someone reliving basically the horrors and stuff that were written in the book. What confused me was who was trying to do it. Yeah.
Do you think that's a bad thing?
I don't think it's a bad thing. I think it just confused me.
Okay, what did you like about it?
All the shots are actually really good, and the editing and the sound. It was very it was really flowy, and it didn't not match, if that makes sense. So there was continuity and all of that in it.
What didn't you like about it?
Towards the end, I started getting a bit confused, but other than that, it was great.
We also got written feedback from individuals to help us understand where we could improve and what went well. We found that doing this would allow us to improve our trailer in a way which would help our target audience to understand what was going on in our trailer and to get specific feedback. We also got informal peer feedback from individuals on what we could improve and how we could improve it. We also got final feedback where we sent out a survey to individuals to see what went well and what we could do better if we were to complete our trailer again. Our group used SurveyMonkey to form a survey to send out to our secondary target audience of English literature students to get feedback from our thriller trailer. We sent out the blank survey and collected our raw data and then analysed the results, seeing what the general opinion was, what they liked most, and how it would be improved, and then having them rank each component, be it sound, camera work, editing, and how clear the narrative was. We then asked if they would be interested in watching the full film to understand whether they truly liked the trailer, and asked them to add any comments where we were told that the plot was given away too much, the lighting didn't fit the genre exactly, and the sound didn't flow too well between tracks, which we would have taken on board if we were to recreate our trailer. So we would take into account all this feedback to produce a trailer which our audience would be more interested in watching. We also got spoken feedback from individuals to get specific and detailed feedback on our trailer.
With Change of Things, it's set out really well, and the plot twist adds to the suspense. Yeah, I fully understood what happened. The narrative was really clear.
We also have research carried out for our ancillary text of our film poster and magazine cover. And initial research we used was carrying out a survey which we sent to individuals to see the general opinion on what was expected of a thriller film poster and magazine cover. To see what was expected of a thriller magazine cover and a film poster, we carried out some research by sending out a survey to our target audience and getting some feedback. We asked questions like what attracts someone to a magazine cover, if they were more attracted to a busy or minimalistic cover, if they would be more likely to read a magazine which had a theme, what features encouraged them to read on, and then took inspiration deciding that the main story and main picture hold great importance. It is desired to have a busier cover, but for it not to be overcrowded and to have a variety of features. Then asking about the film poster, we asked what attracts them, if they prefer a busy or minimalistic poster, what information attracts them, and what's the most important feature on a picture, and then, taking inspiration from that, decided that a combination of features would be best to use. A minimalistic poster was most appealing, institutional information was the most important written feature, and characters are the most important feature on a picture. This allowed us to understand what was expected of a thriller poster and magazine cover, and to take that into account when we were making our own poster and cover. We then carried out interim feedback, where we got informal peer feedback from individuals in our class to look at our first draft of our magazine cover, and then to get feedback that it was too busy and that we should streamline the design, which we did and carried out to improve our magazine cover, and to make it more professional looking. We then carried out final feedback, where we got spoken feedback from individuals asking them what they thought of our thriller poster and magazine cover, and asking if that would influence them watching our trailer.
Yeah, it was really clear that she was a writer because of the props being used, like her. The lighting suited the atmosphere. It was successful in creating like mystery and sort of like an eeriness. If I saw the poster or the advert, I would be interested in finding out more about it.
When asked how we would change our products if created again based on our feedback, we would take into account the idea that the trailer could improve with sound and lighting, and that we gave away too much of the narrative. And for our thriller poster and magazine cover, we would streamline the designs and make them look more professional to satisfy the audience's expectations of what a thriller trailer and film poster and magazine cover as a set should look like, and to make a very professional piece. So that was what we how we used audience feedback to our advantage, and what we would do in the future.